Hey gang, Scott here. Today I've got a quick tip for you in Lightroom about HDR Merge and the deghosting feature. This came in very handy for me on a set of photos. I wanted to show you what deghosting is if you're not familiar with it, and how it really turned out well for what I wanted to accomplish with these two photos here. I've got these two photos, they're definitely bracketed photos, and I have this group of folks waiting for the maitre d', I suppose, outside this restaurant. Of course, I like that in the dimly exposed one, the underexposed one, you can see inside the restaurant, and of course this is just nice and pretty. You know, this kind of screams for an HDR look, and I wanted to keep the silhouettes of the folks waiting. That to me was an important part of the photo. But I select both of these, and I go up into Photo, Photo Merge, HDR. The HDR preview gets generated, and this is looking really good, right? I've got the folks here. I can see inside the restaurant, and I know that I have some latitude to even darken this area here. But what's key to that is having deghosting turned on. I'll turn this to none, and look what happens. So the people have disappeared, and really the merge algorithm just ignored that, created this very strange looking artifact in some of the background street lamps, because there really wasn't a lot of data there between when these folks were standing there to when they walked away. But that deghosting really took care of some otherwise oddball masking I would have had to have done in a layering program to bring those two things together. And you can show the deghost overlay to see where Lightroom has decided there was ghosting. Okay, there's probably a breeze, so the flap of the awning over the restaurant blue, and things here I kind of equate to the shadows of these people. So you've got some shadows here. They probably walked through and stood here while I was getting set up. You've got differences in lighting happening just as things move about in the restaurant, and also the shadows of the people themselves. Right, I turn off that deghost overlay, and we have the shadows here of these folks because there's lights here. I'll turn that deghosting off. You notice the shadows disappear from that corner, and deghosting on. But that's what deghosting helps do. It tries to interpolate and smooth out things that were moving between the different shots of your brackets. And depending on the shot, like in this case, I was mainly interested in using HDR to make sure I brought in these details and maybe save me a trip into their HDR tool or into a layering package. And the bonus was I got to keep the silhouetted figures outside the restaurant. So that's deghosting. That was I found that very useful. I thought I'd pass that along in this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Got questions? Go ahead and drop them below. And until next time, my name's Scott Davenport. Have fun.